I look like I've just woken up, mainly because I pretty much just did. This is absolutely mental. These are all the books I'm unhauling. I'm gonna regret this video. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out of breath. I'm having a little bit of panic, but that's okay. Hello everyone, it's Chloe here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a video that I'm excited for, but also terrified for. Today's video, by the thumbnail and the title, you guys already know. Today I am reorganizing my bookshelves again. I just don't like how they look right now. I'll give you an overview of what they look like, but I'm not a big fan. So in today's video, we're going to go through several stages of emotions to try and fix these bookshelves. Hopefully you guys will stick it out with me. So since being in this room, in this house, I've done this video once, which was originally when we actually moved into this house. I recently changed bookshelves. I've just gotten a lot more books. It's going to be a lot of work, but we can make do with what we have, okay? Also a massive disclaimer, I guess. Well, not really a massive disclaimer, but my mental health has declined so much in the past 2 weeks. So I'm hoping this video, or mainly me doing this, not the video, hopefully this project of mine will make me feel a bit better, because I am not feeling it lately. So if I do feel a bit down in the dumps, that's probably why, because I mentally am. But I'm feeling a bit better than I have in the past couple of weeks. I thought today is the day I'm going to tackle this. I also feel like my bookshelves represent my mental health, even though they look kind of neat. To me, it looks like an absolute mess. And mind you, this is like the main aspect of my room. When I wake up, I see it every morning. If I'm filming, I see it in the background. So realistically, it's a big part of my life and my room and my comfort. This is gonna be a really chillax video. I love watching these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you want to know how my bookshelves turn out, just keep on watching.
1, 2, 3, let's switch this up.
Clear. So I thought I would give you guys a quick rundown of what my shelves currently look like. I do want to say also, you probably have realized in my clothing hauls and stuff, I did have my pot vinyls up here. I took them all down and put them in the hallway because I just felt like it was too much clutter. But I am thinking, because yesterday I spent all day trying to think of what I was going to do. Did it work? No. I am thinking of putting this shelf, which is the Harry Potter stuff, on top. In regards to my shelves, there's really no rhyme or reason of where everything is. It's kind of just like, I've kind of put them in categories, but also not, because I don't understand book categories sometimes. However, we're just going to get into it. So I have 3 shelves. These are IKEA Billy bookshelves, by the way. The old people that lived in this house left them in our hallway, so I'm very thankful that I actually have these shelves with me. But this shelf, or these 3 shelves, I would say are fantasy. Moving down, you can't see much. This shelf here is Sarah J Maas, and then continuing on, these 2 shelves here are Sarah J Maas. And moving to this middle shelf, it's basically all YA. And down the bottom behind these pillows, I have my like biographies and stuff, which I think I might put up the top as well, because I don't really go there. And then over here, I feel like we have more like fantasy, whatever that is. And then these are all my classics. And then there's more YA down here. There's no real rhyme or reason of what I'm actually doing with my life or my bookshelves. Sorry, Nelly is staring at the window. Can you see her? My little guard dog. So I think what I'm gonna do is do what I want on the top shelves, kind of like the top of the bookshelves, and then we can kind of just work my way around it, because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I've got my step ladder, not that you really need to know about that, but I do want to also tell you guys that it's currently 10:30, so we'll see how long this takes me. Okay, we've got this. I'm thinking of putting the Harry Potter and the bios and stuff at the top. So do I split it half and half? As you guys know, I have little knickknacks. I've got pop vinyls everywhere. I've got little fake plants. They're not real because I can't even take care of myself. So they're just everywhere. Where am I going to put this? First things first is I have my Umbrella Academy comics. I haven't read these. I really want to. I just haven't had the time. This is a spin-off series. And then I have, that's in the wrong order. Have I had that in the wrong order the entire time? I fucking have. Ew. I have the Umbrella Academy comics 1 to 3. I'm going to put them in the right order, because apparently I didn't do that last time. I want to pull a muscle doing this, I just know it. The next thing I have is the illustration versions of the Harry Potters. My good friend Tori actually gave these to me a while back. I just haven't got the other ones. Oh my god, they are really heavy. Oh, okay. That's what it looks like up there. I think what I would do is this top shelf first, with bios as well, and hopefully it's going to look good. So I feel like this isn't really that important. Ow, I'm sweating. Okay, few updates. One, the window's open, so if you hear any birds or anything like that, I'm so sorry. Second of all, it got really hot, so I'm now wearing a Shawn Mendes t-shirt and my hair looks like ass. But positive update is I'm pretty happy with the top shelves, which you can't see. I feel like it's on an angle, but that's the top shelf. I feel like that's kind of cool. We have Umbrella Academy, some Harry Potter, and then breaking it up, we have a pop vinyl, and then we have my like biographies and a little bit of poetry over there. I'll give you a full overview when I'm fully done. It's not dead set in the middle, but I wanted it to be even on each side, which I think I kind of achieved. I'm really happy with this. Now is the point where I don't know what to do. So what I'm going to do is take all the knickknacks off so I can see the shelves for what they are, and then I think I might take all the books off the shelves. Middle three shelves are obviously larger than the others. You probably can tell that by now. Over here you can't see, but these are my classics, and then these are the Sarah J Maas hardcovers. They're the heaviest books I own. They kind of have to go on these shelves because these are like secured in, you know, whereas these are movable. I'm just gonna take everything off and hope it's a good idea. It's probably not, but for now I think that's the way to go. It's really hot. The shelves are empty. I don't know how to feel. I've just realised how many black covers I own. Why do I have so many dark book covers? I have no idea. Anyway, this is what my floor looks like. I don't know if you saw it by the time lapse. So I did get all of this side bookshelves out first, so that's why all of that is black. Like, where's the color? It is so dark, then it moves into this, which is basically all YA. Let's be honest, I basically okay, Nelly, I tend to only read YA romance. That's realistically the way I go in my life, but there's some like mix in here, you know, like there's just different genres. I do tend to keep authors together because I like that. I don't like how they're spread apart. It makes me really anxious when I don't put them together. However, so I think I'm gonna tackle these three because realistically I have to do these three first because they are the weightiest shelves, I guess. I don't know whether to do a shelf like downways or sideways, because when I film, well, you see the top shelves first. Let's be honest, you do. So I'm thinking of putting the first 6 shelves as YA, romance, etc, etc, and then below these thick ones I'll have all of the fantasy and just all the darker books. Does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense. So they'll go this way instead of this way, because I tend to only do my bookshelves up and down. I kind of want to see how they look side to side. So I think I might put Sarah J Maas in the middle because they are the stunning covers ever, and then classics will probably go over that side just because I don't reach for them as often as I, you know, would do a YA book. So I guess just enjoy some book ASMR. Oh, great! That doesn't fit. Oh, okay, so this is Sarah J Maas. I haven't moved these yet, so ignore that because I can't really get into that side of the shelves yet. But this one, I did have Casey McQuiston and Alice Oseman on here, so Red, White and Royal Blue, and my like Alice Oseman verse type of books. I would put Heartstopper up here, but I have my Heartstopper books over there because that's my Heartstopper section. Oh my goodness. So I did take a photo of it before, so I'm probably gonna keep it very, very, very similar. I just don't think I'm gonna put my Colleen Hoover with them. I'm probably gonna put Emily Henry up here as well. I am gonna plan on getting her new book as well, so I have to kind of make room for that. So you can see I face forward Red, White and Royal Blue because my favorite book of all time, and then these are the Alice books. Then the rest of it I will kind of just wing it. I had the Dreamland Billionaire series. I read this really fucking quickly and this series is so good. The final offer is the best one, just gonna say it. So I'm gonna continue that over this side. And then we have Emily Henry, one of my favorite authors of all time. I'm gonna put her on this shelf. I don't know where though. I think I might put her here, and then that little gap next to it is for her new book. I might finish this shelf off camera and then I will come back after lunch and finish it off. But I think that's a good plan, having color up the top because it's what I see often, and then all the darker kind of fantasy type of stuff down below. So this is the update on the floor. It's really out of focus. There we go. So this is the update here. But this is the 2 shelves that are pretty much completely done now. I still have to move the classics over to the opposite shelves. These are not meant to be there. I just thought it looked good, but it doesn't. And then this is what's going on there. And then these books I'm pretty sure are Colleen Hoover. And I've just continued Jenny Han here because the other Jenny Han collection is here. Technically they're together. Okay, technically.
I've got no hope of getting her in.
Why?
She's doing zoomies with something in her mouth.
Oh, lovely. Love my dog. Gardy. Who did zoomies? Looking at what I have on the floor, I have way too much YA books compared to the other one, like I've said multiple times in this video, that I don't think I could take up 6 shelves. Like, I'll need more. Now there's looking at your asshole on my foot. I do have a feeling the opposite big shelf will have to be Cassandra Clare. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna move my classics to the left-hand side bookshelf, and then I'm gonna put my Cassandra Clare books on this large shelf, just because it is a lot of books. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. They almost landed on my foot. We're good. We're good. Does that look nice? That's where they're staying, so I guess that's what it has to do. Okay, so this is now going to be my Cassandra Clare shelf. Oh shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Right now, I'm going to focus on these top shelves. If I don't have enough room, I have to swap them, which is so pointless. The floor looks like this. Not too bad, not too bad. I think I'm going to do the Colin Hoover section over here. Not too bad, not too bad. What else do I put on that shelf? I really don't think I'm going to have enough room. What am I do? Where's my phone? Can't see anything though. Doing this is what we're looking like. I think it's okay, but I'm gonna focus on those 3 shelves now, and hopefully we get somewhere. I want to finish up these shelves and hopefully I don't have a panic attack, but getting somewhere. I'm quite happy with how these are turning out. However, I have 7 books not on my shelf that I don't think I can find a place for, which hurts my soul. For the first time in like ever, I'm unhauling books. I was going through them and I'm just like, I'm never gonna read this, or I just have read this and I won't reread it, if that makes sense. I'll show you what I'm unhauling because I feel like that's needed, but I'm unhauling like 2 books I read in high school, which was over like almost 10 years. I'm not gonna say that ever again, but I think I'm gonna put all my knickknacks on and see how it all looks, and if I want to change anything I will change it off camera, and then we'll do an overview. So, but yeah, basically before I say anything, it is 2:04 p.m. I did stop to have lunch. A little less than 4 hours of doing this. Am I happy with it? Probably not. It's better than what it was. Let me do this. I'll put all the knickknacks back up and I will show you guys an overview. Okay everyone, my bookshelves are now done. I am so excited. So what I'm going to do is show you guys an overview and a bookshelf tour really quickly, and I will sit down and I will show you guys what books I'm unhauling. So really quickly, this is an overview of the entire shelves. As you can see, I have 6 free shelves, which makes me so happy. At the top from left to right, we have Umbrella Academy, we have the Harry Potter series, and then we start the bios and a little bit of poetry down the other end, and then we'll go side by side, so left to right. Hopefully it doesn't get too confusing. I'm going to run through this really quickly. Over on this side we have the start of Becky Abatelli, then moving into Adam Silvera, and then some odd nicks and knacks. Moving along we have some more random ones covered by Baymax. We have Ari and Dante's set, we have Song of Achilles, and then some more random ones. We have the Brown trilogy, and then moving up here, this is a bit cramped but it needs to be done. We have much taller paperbacks up here, and then so a couple sets here, and then just some random ones as well. Moving down, I love this section with a passion. I really wanted to do a whole shelf of rainbow of single books that I have, not in series. Is that a word? I love this and I wanted to be in the middle, so that's what we did. But over here we have the Dreamland Billionaire series, we have the Twisted series, and then moving along we have the random ones that are in rainbow order. We have the Foxhole Court series, and then some more little knickknacks here. I keep saying knickknacks, but like that meaning they don't have a set to where they go. But I did white and then black, and then did the Tiny Pretty Things set there. Moving over, we have the middle shelf. So this whole row you pretty much see all the time. So here we have Emily Henry over here. I have an extra space here because of a 4th book coming out tomorrow, I think. We have Alice Oseman. We have Red, White and Royal Blue. And then back there we have the Samurai Turn Pretty, which I realized it's not in order, so I will fix that. And then moving back here we have some more Jenny Han, which is the To All the Boys I Loved Before series. We have Jennifer Niven. We have Rainbow Rowell books. We've got got Taylor Jenkins Reid, Ali Hazelwood, and then my Colin Hoover section. Moving down, we have the classics. I feel like this is not the best shelf in the world, but unfortunately it has to do. Moving along, you guys saw already, this is my Sarah J Maas shelf. Absolutely love them. I am hoping to God that I get to read these series. Is that a word? I really want to finally read ACOTAR because everyone is raving about it always. And I obviously want to read Throne of Glass as well. So I just don't do well with big sets and these scare me, but I'm so excited to finally read that Sarah J Maas series because apparently she's an icon. Moving over here and moving my phone out the way, we have the start of Cassandra Clare. So over here we had the Last Hours set, we have the Infernal Vices, and then we have the collector's edition of Clockwork Angel. It looks a bit odd, but I think I like it. And then we have the actual Shadowhunters collection. So this is the Mortal Instrument, and then over in this quarter we have the Dark Artifacts. Moving down we have another section of Cassandra Clare. I was going to put it on this side, but it just didn't match. These are written by two different people, and they're both written by the same two different people. Does that make sense? So this is both by Amy and Jay, and then this one's Amy and Jay as well. So I had to put them together. Almost didn't do that. Moving along, we have the Shadow and Bone series, and then we have Crooked Kingdom as well, and then we have my Shadow Me series, which is my Pride and Joy. And then moving along from that, we have some Twilight, we've got Divergent, and then we have the Disney kind of villains collection. Moving down to the last row of stuff behind here, we've got Lemony Snicket's, we've got Hunger Games and Percy Jackson. Moving along, we have Richard Castle, A Good Girl Guide to Murder. There is a second one, I'm currently reading it, so ignore the gap. Underneath that we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, and then over in this corner we have the 100 series, which is my Pride and Joy, as you can see by the ruinedness of it. And then the final shelf we have Game of Thrones, The Maze Runner, and then The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. Why am I so red? Okay everyone, I just want to pop in here really quickly. It is Chloe from the future technically, because today is the following day from when I filmed the original bookshelf type of thing. I just want to say that I changed it. I think I mentioned in the video that I did like a little bit of a rainbow section with some odd books. I ended up redoing that on the top 3 shelves, which I will show you really quickly. So I just moved everything down a little bit, and I like it a lot better now. I know a lot of people don't like rainbow shelves, but I am a person that doesn't like them because people break them up, break like sets up. But I've kind of changed it a little bit. I've done a rainbow shelf with my single books only. So all my sets are together, all my authors are together, except these are all single books from only one author, or they don't build on a set or anything like that. I feel proud of this one, so let me show you. I don't know why, but this makes me so freaking happy. So I'll go through it really quickly, but these are all my single books up the top. I've moved these 3 shelves were up the top. I think you guys saw that, hopefully you did. And I just moved them down. However, I did move a shelf down here, and they're my spare books back there. They didn't have a space. So over here we have the start of white, and then we have red, orange, yellow, 1 single green book, a shit ton of blue. I didn't know I had so much blue. Continuing on with a little bit dark blue, a purple, and then my black. I freaking love this thing. Honestly, so happy with it. I just wanted to pop in because I technically did change it. I changed it the night of filming that video. But let's just jump back to past me and talk about all the books I'm unhauling. This feels cool. I could film here. This is the time where I'm going to tell you guys what I'm unhauling from my bookshelves, I guess. First of all, I did unhaul 1 set of the Shadowhunters series. Already have it on my shelf, as you clearly saw. So that is actually going to my mum. I did also declutter It by Stephen King. I didn't get rid of it because it was originally Corey's, which is my older brother, and I just gave it back to him. These are all the books I'm unhauling. I've never unhauled books. It's very hard for me to kind of get rid of my own books just because I do have a connection with all of them. The first one I'm dehauling is actually going to Molly, which is one of my best friends. This is I'll Give You the Sun by Jenny Nelson. When it was her birthday last year, I asked her for a list of what she wanted book-wise, and this was on there, and I was going to give it to her, but then I didn't give it to her. The only thing I didn't like about this book was how long the chapters were, because there weren't really chapters. I've clearly broken the spines. Hopefully she doesn't mind that, but I'm unhauling this to a dear friend of mine. So realistically, did I really unhaul it? Because I can just steal it back from her if I wanted to. I'm going to go through this really quickly because most of these I have had since I was in high school. So like my OG book collection. Some of these I have read, so I'll tell you guys if I read them or not, if I like them, if I remember. First off being The Duff. I really did enjoy this. This is so much different to the movie. Highly recommend the book. book rather than the movie, but I do enjoy the movie regardless. I'm a romantic at heart, you guys know. I have read this, I really enjoy it, but I just don't think I would reach for it to reread, so that's why I'm unhauling it. Next two are part of a set. This is the If I Stay set. I've had this since high school. I read this in English class, like when we had no work to do, I'd bring my own book in and read it. This is pretty darn similar to the movies, but this is the sequel. If you haven't actually read it or known of it, Where She Went is the sequel. I have read both of these, but I just don't think I would lean more towards picking up again. Third, fourth, whatever book, 13 Reasons Why. Haven't read it. Just don't think I am capable of reading this right now in the mental state that I am in. Next up, we have 3 John Green books. I haven't read a John Green book since Fault in Our Stars, which I kept because that shit is brilliant. But I am decluttering Paper Towns and The Abundance of Catherine's. And I'm also decluttering Turtles All the Way Down. This is the last John Green book I actually picked up because it was the most recent when I picked it up. Don't even know why I picked this up, to be honest, but I haven't read this one. I've read half of this, I think, and I haven't read this. Sorry, John. Next up, Perks Being a Wallflower. I'm decluttering this because I do want to repurchase this as a different cover. Technically, I'm unhauling it, but rebuying it, so does that work? Next up is American Assassin. I bought this because the cover has Dylan O'Brien on it. Realistically, shouldn't have done that because I don't like doing that. I'm pretty sure Mum has this in like a different cover, so if I did actually want to keep reading it, because I've read like 3 chapters of this, not the biggest indent, but whatever, I can always go in her room and just steal it. So The Hate You Give, haven't read this. I'm pretty sure this was Mum's and she decluttered it and I stole it from her. I just I've never picked it up. And next up, these 2 books have movie covers, which I don't really like. This one is Everything Everything. I did watch this movie, found it oddly weird. And then we have Before I Fall. I actually decluttered the movie of this because I never watched it, and I'm decluttering this because I never read it. I just haven't read this since since I moved. I haven't touched any of these books, and we've been here like a year and a bit. That's all the books I've unhauled. I am so happy with the outcome. It is currently $2.46, so that's not too bad. I think I've spent more time on my bookshelves before, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome. However, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could give it a thumbs up for me. If you're new, please subscribe. I make a new video every single Thursday at 12 PM. All my social links and everything you need to know will be linked in the description like always. Thank you guys for letting me take a break. Always, just me noggin is not working well. That is it from me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to spread love and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.